Right now, the good news one Madison bar is sharing with patrons this morning. Plus, a local effort, how Madison is addressing the statewide teacher shortage in its own schools.
Grab the winter jacket. It's chilly this morning, but the southerly winds really going to boost our temperatures today and tomorrow. We'll take a look at the first warn forecast coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan. Yeah, we've been talking about the weather, right? It's been a little topsy-turvy, going back and forth, but good things are on the horizon. And speaking of, look at the sunset behind me. Just a beautiful start to the Thursday morning. Still a little chilly out there, though, Kelly.
Yeah, it is chilly this morning. This is going to be the coldest morning that we're going to deal with over the next 10 days or so. We're going to see our temperatures continue to climb, but need that winter jacket this morning. 13 in Madison, 12 in Sun Prairie, Wanakee at 14. Same goes for Maney, Mount Horeb at 15, Belleville at 15 as well. So it is chilly this morning, but the winds will pick up here over the next few hours as that sun's coming up, and that will allow our temperatures to climb. They're coming in out of the south, and we're talking about some near record temperatures potentially by Sunday. Temperatures may get close to 70. If we hit that, that'll be a record high, or at least tie it. And our next chance of precipitation is holding off until late Sunday night and Monday. May come in with some showers and some storms. So we're a little bit cooler than yesterday, but we don't have to deal with the wind that we had yesterday. The winds are a lot lighter. They're basically calm this morning. But those winds picking up out of the south, as opposed to the northwest wind we had yesterday, up to around 15 to 25 miles per hour, maybe a little bit stronger out to the west in Grant, Crawford County. And they'll continue right into the evening hours as well. So we are looking at temperatures in the teens this morning. A lot of sunshine today as we climb through the 30s up toward 40 by 1 o'clock. Should be topping out in the mid 40s, maybe even getting up close to 50 for some of the areas out to the west later today. So sun coming up on the horizon now, 13 degrees. Winds are calm currently with clear skies. A lot of sunshine should boost our temperatures as that south wind picks up. More on this warm-up going into the weekend. See how long that'll last coming up.
All right, looking forward to it, Kelly. Thank you. You can follow along with these changing temperatures this week and coming into the weekend for free. The First Warn Traffic and Weather app, of course, is available to you. Just search for WISC Weather in your app store. This morning, Vintage Spirits and Grill is announcing it will stay open. This after Madison property developer the Carey Group proposed demolishing the building to replace it with a high-rise. Vintage's co-owners turned the nearly 100-year-old building on the corner of University Ave and North Francis Street into the bar that it is today. They did that back in 2002. It went on to become a staple in the Madison community. Vintage made the surprise announcement yesterday. A statement posted on the bar's Facebook page reads in part, quote, "We want to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of our incredible customers and team for your unwavering support. Your loyalty and patronage mean the world to us, and we wouldn't be here without you." We are expecting to learn a little bit more about the decision later today. Meanwhile, a Madison brewery is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Carbon 4 Brewing Co. and their co-founder says the company's had a hard time recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. Chapter 11 bankruptcy allows businesses to pay down debts while continuing to pay employees and maintain operations. So for the time being, the business operations at Carbon 4 will continue. The state's new legislative maps are changing where Wisconsinites representatives will run in the next elections. State Representative Alex Jors of Middleton will run for the 81st Assembly District this fall. Jors was drawn from the 79th District into the 80th, along with fellow Democrat Mike Baer. To avoid facing off with a member of his own party, Jors is now looking to take that Democratic-leaning 81st District seat. That includes parts of Middleton and Wanakee. The new maps are also changing where Republican Rep. William Pennerman of Columbus is running. Pennerman is currently in the 37th Assembly District. He's now running to be the rep of the 38th District. The 38th District has no incumbents and is a Republican-leaning district. That area encompasses Jefferson in the south through Watertown and north to Horicon. More campaign coverage now. Both President Biden and former President Donald Trump will be at the U.S.-Mexico border today. Both candidates zeroing in on the issues at the border as cities across America struggle to respond to a surge of migrants. The White House says Biden will be in Brownsville, Texas, to meet with border agents to discuss the need for bipartisan legislation to address these issues. Trump, meanwhile, will be in Eagle Pass, Texas. This weekend, the First Lady will be here in Wisconsin. Dr. Jill Biden is returning in an effort from the campaign to turn out more female voters in the fall. This is all part of a larger tour of battleground states that will end on March 3rd. The tour coincides with the start of Women's History Month. This marks the second time that Biden has visited Wisconsin in less than a month. No word yet on where she will be visiting. Big news in Washington. Congressional leaders say they've reached a tentative agreement to keep the government open temporarily, and they'll soon have a long-term plan in place to fund the government. Leaders say they've agreed on a continuing resolution to keep the government open through March 8th. That CR gives them until the 22nd to fund the rest of the government. Lawmakers say they'll hold votes on that legislation to do so in the next week. Staying in D.C., the Supreme Court will decide whether Jack Smith can prosecute former President Trump on charges he tried overturning the 2020 election. Trump argues he has immunity. He was president when the alleged conduct happened. The court's decision will likely come in late June on that. This as yet another state seeks to remove Trump from its primary ballot. An Illinois judge making that decision just yesterday. Right now, the court is in the process of ruling whether states have the authority to take him off their ballots. Today at the Wisconsin State Capitol, the GOP-led Finance Committee will meet to discuss more funding for the University of Wisconsin. Universities of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman is requesting nearly $16 million in general purpose revenue for the next fiscal years. Those funds would go toward activities UW put forth in the Workforce Development Plan. One group of workers Wisconsin's short on right now, educators. Schools across the state are struggling to hire and maintain their teachers. Here in Madison, though, Edgewood College and the Madison Metro School District are teaming up to address the problem locally. News 3 Now's Arman Rahman has more.
Lizzie Johnson has always felt teaching special education was the right fit for her.
I love the students, and I have a heart for those with autism and learning disabilities and working with behaviors.
But it hasn't always been an easy fit to pay for grad school and get certified while teaching with an emergency license at Southside Elementary in Madison.
I never thought it was going to actually happen.
Now it's a reality since MMSD joined Edgewood College's Accelerated Teacher Residency Program. The coursework is online to credential elementary, secondary, or cross-categorical special ed teachers.
It's at a pace where students can take up to 6 credits in 8-week segments. So to the accelerated element of this, they can do it within a full calendar year.
It's also cheaper. Tuition is reduced 45% for a 30-credit master's degree.
So it is support and development while they're in service in the classroom.
Johnson started the course in January and is getting ready for her second 8-week class in a couple weeks.
It helps a lot, especially with doing small groups and stuff with kindergarten and first grade, and then also helping inside the classroom and seeing different behaviors.
She says it's helping address the statewide need for teachers while making sure they have the skills they need.
We do need a lot of teachers and subs, but special education is one of those that you have to have a heart for and a desire for, and I think you need to learn and know those students.
That was our Arman Rahman reporting. Now, MMSD is just the latest of about 40 school districts to join the partnership with Edgewood. Other participating districts include Janesville, Verona, and Middleton. And today is the last day that you can vote for your local favorites for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison. With today being the last day of voting, you'll be able to vote for one local favorite in each category. Those categories include food, arts and entertainment, fitness, and much more. For more information on how to cast your votes, head to this story up on channel3000.com. Coming up in your morning sports, an old rivalry returns, the Brewers and the Cubs in spring training. We'll talk about that coming up.
Andy, chilly start to the morning. Grab the heavier jacket, but we're right back to some milder temperatures headed into the weekend. The first morning forecast just ahead.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear all-wheel drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota all-wheel drive sedans.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a stylish new 2024 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The Big Share is Tuesday, March 5th. This online day of giving hosted by Community Shares of Wisconsin is an easy way for you to support nearly 70 local nonprofits working on social and environmental justice. Donate now through March 5th at thebigshare.org.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
All right, it's time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 this morning. Today, of course, marks the end of the month, and the last 4 weeks brought a little bit of everything across southern Wisconsin. Our Josh Breider brings us his February look back in this 608.
We will have early spring. Yay!
500 people out here. And that just doesn't happen this time of the year. You don't have events that get people out like that. So it's fun to get them out. It's fun for the businesses to have them in their shops. It's just a good morning.
It's a little bit warmer than I think we all expected it to be, second week of February, but some of the events are staying the same. We're pivoting a few, and I'm excited for some of the new changes.
We have a wonderful core group of volunteers, about 20 that keep this place going. And then we have a community that just supports us so unbelievably.
I think that speaks volumes of where you guys are here in Milton. Yum. Shane's gonna roll his eyes. Love at first slice. We're live in Janesville, and I'm actually sitting on the bed that Abe Lincoln once slept in back in the day.
When he came to make his points tell, the evidence of his profound thought was apparent, while his powers of satire and wit flashed out brilliantly.
These gals right here.
These are your family, right?
They are my family. Everyone. Everyone.
And take a look at those cookies. What do you think of those cookies?
Ooh. Very, very yoo-hoo good.
Week 2 of our Spirit of Service campaign, and it is already off to a really great start.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start. We have a ton of different nominations going across all different branches of the military.
We're up to 58 nominations as of yesterday, so I'm sure that number will keep growing.
Get this, we had a total of 100 entries for this year's Spirit of Service campaign. They were blown away over at Vortex. They're all good.
The Boys and Girls Club's Hearts for Helping is our signature gala, but wait, it's followed by a Prince concert. We have the Prince Experience
featuring Gabriel Sanchez as our main entertainment this year.
Which is why we are sporting our purple today, because this is going to be a huge hit. I think it's time for that rematch. Last time, you remember, I raced these guys. Kieran was like this tall.
Oh, come on, Kieran! Catch him! Come on! Did Josh win?
And now he's like matching my height. Same thing with Tevin, so it's going to be a little bit different this year. Go! A little bit different now here in 2024. Thank you.
You can watch all of Josh's features in the 608 on channel3000.com. And hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email for a chance to be featured. All right, we're going to get to some breaking news now this morning. We're taking a live look at the scene of a fire in Verona this morning. This was happening at a business on South 9 Mound Road. It seems to be an industrial business and a warehouse of sorts. There are at least still 7 crews on scene. We're hearing from photojournalist Mark Schilling, who is on scene, that it looks like the crews are wrapping things up there. Verona's fire dispatch told us at about 5:30 there were no injuries reported and that crews had the fire under control. We'll continue to ask questions and find the latest developments as crews remain at work this morning. All right, just after a 6:15, Kelly Slifka's here outside. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, Shane. It is a cold start to the morning, but this will be the coldest morning that we're going to have to deal with over the next 10 days because we are at the bottom of the hill and we're going to be climbing up as we go over the next several days. Now, did get a little bit of snow in central and northern parts of the state. Looks like a lot of this is going to be melting as we're right back into some unseasonably warm temperatures. Right now, the sun is coming up. Now, today we're looking at 46, so that is above our average, which now is at 37, and our average high does rise quite a bit this time of year. As we're going into March now here soon, we'll likely see those average highs actually get in the 40s here shortly. Our record high is 60, and the sun up at 6:34. We should see plenty of the sunshine today as we get up to about 45, 46 degrees across most areas here in Dane County, 46 in Middleton. Temperature starting off cold this morning. We don't have much of a wind yet. That will be picking up over the next few hours. And as we get toward the noon hour, it'll be kind of windy throughout the afternoon. Mid-30s at the noon hour, mid-40s later today with that south wind at 15 to 25. The cold air right now in place, but that's going to be moving off to the east quickly with this warm front off to our west. That's going to allow this mild air coming in from the southwest to overspread much of the upper Mississippi Valley and the Great Lakes states. That will continue right through the weekend. And that colder air lurking off to our west, we'll get a little bit of a taste of it. It looks like by Monday and Tuesday of next week, but it's not going to be drastic. Nothing bitterly cold, just a little bit cooler than what we are expecting this weekend. And we'll be remaining above average. Our 6 to 10 day outlook takes us through the first week here of March. And looking like much of the eastern half of the country seeing warmer than average temperatures. 8 right now in Camp Douglas, the Dells at 13, Juneau 12, Watertown 14, Mineral Point at 13, Lone Rock 11. Temperatures climbing quickly into the mid-40s here this afternoon, so it's going to be a mild day. A lot of sunshine expected today. We do have to deal with a bit of a wind out of the south. That'll be picking up this afternoon at 15 to 25. Those winds will be with us right through the evening hours. Right now, 13 in Madison, 12 in the Dells, 10 in Lone Rock, 14 in Janesville. And across Dane County, we are seeing temperatures in the teens, 16 in Cottage Grove and also Rockdale. 17 currently in Oregon. So not as cold tonight, down to 30. We're up to 51 tomorrow. Sunshine still going to be fairly windy. Saturday 60, 68. Our record high on Sunday is 70. There's a chance of some showers and maybe even some thunderstorms as some cooler air works in by early next week, but still remaining above average right through much of next week into the following weekend.
While it may not be the regular season just yet, the rivalry between the Cubs and Brewers is already underway. It's always on, right? For the first time, the Crew faced off against their former manager, Craig Counsell, yesterday in spring training. Picking this one up in the bottom of the 5th, Brewers down 2-0 when Willie Contreras hits this one deep to left field. That would bring in Vinny Capper from second. Crew get on the board there, but that would be the only offense they would see. In the next inning, the Cubs would add on 4 more runs to increase their lead to 5. Cubs go on to win in spring training, 6-1 your final. Now, if you're closely locked into these spring training games, the Brewers have launched a new program to highlight its biggest fans. The Brewers Superfan Spotlight serves as a way for the crew to express gratitude to their passionate fan base, the ones bringing the energy to American Family Field every home game and, of course, out in spring training. Each month, a fan will be picked. They'll receive 4 tickets to a game, be recognized on field pregame, and throw out the ceremonial first pitch. How cool is that? They'll also leave with a personalized Brewers jersey and be recognized on the team's social media pages. To nominate the superfan in your life, visit brewers.com/superfan. Back in Madison now, a new UW Athletics indoor football practice facility is a step closer to becoming a reality. The Wisconsin State Building Commission approved replacing the Camp Randall Memorial Sports Center with a new indoor facility. The commission also approved funds to shrink the ice sheet at the Kohl Center down from its Olympic-sized dimensions to those of an NHL rink. Construction for the new football practice facility is set to begin next year. And don't forget to tune in to this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Wisconsin's own Owen Lindmark stops by to talk all things Badger hockey and Spartans, of course, big matchup. The show airs at 6:30 on Friday right here on News 3 Now. Coming up after the break, what record college basketball star Caitlin Clark broke this time? We'll talk about that. And ahead in our next half hour, we're taking a look at a Madison startup's work to keep businesses here in Madison while saving lives at the same time. And as we had to break this morning, a look at gas prices. We're back after this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and 1 Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Looks like it costs a fortune.
Actually, the Playscape sectional is just $9.99.
Looks like it was crafted by a master carpenter.
And it's just $9.99 every day.
Looks like I can work with this.
Check out those cup holders.
Cool. Cool. Looks like a unicorn cried happy tears all over it.
Yeah, I can see that.
When the looks you love go for less, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Is that dishwasher running?
Yeah.
Criteria, ready when you are. Get this gas range for $618.55 after 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Bulls on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Bucks head to the Windy City to tip off with their interstate rivals. It's a battle on the border. Bucks, Bulls, on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on Television Wisconsin.
Welcome back on your Thursday morning. Gwen sending us this great photo. Look at that sun peeking behind the clouds.
Yeah, February, I tell you what, we've seen a lot of sun this month. Not typical for February, but
right?
Yeah.
I know.
What else is new? This has been a
you
weird
and me
winter.
on this couch, we're not complaining about that.
Nope,
That's
nope,
for
nope,
sure.
nope.
Thanks for sending this in, Gwen. Great photo. You can use the hashtag MyNews3Morning, and we will post your photos here on the show. All right, time for the trending story of the day. The University of Iowa's Caitlin Clark has made history yet again. What a streak she's been on. Last night, the star broke the record for most points scored in women's college basketball history with 3,650 points. The 22-year-old senior scored 33 points in the Hawkeyes blowout over Minnesota. She beat Lynette Woodard's record, who played under the Association for the Intercollegiate Athletics for Women. That was what came before the NCAA. Clark broke the NCAA record just last week, so now she's got both of them. Clark is now just 18 points shy of beating Basketball Hall of Famer Pete Maravich's record of 3,667 points. She's got a chance to do that Sunday. Unbelievable.
She'll likely do it by Sunday, the way she's scoring over 30 points per game. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, she's going to have all sorts of records. She's a senior. There is some talk whether or not she'll come back next year, has the COVID year eligibility. But, you know, with NIL these days,
I was going to say, she maybe is actually making more with the NIL deal at Iowa than she would in the
I would
WNBA.
guess so, yeah. Well, congratulations to Caitlin Clark. What a run. All right, Kelly, how about a quick weather hit for us here?
Yeah, it is a chilly morning. Need that winter jacket this morning. But by this afternoon, it looks a lot nicer, but it's going to be windy with lots of sunshine today. Another windy but mild day tomorrow with 50s expected.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Stay with us, folks. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 3.99% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2024 Toyota RAV4. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
News 3 Now and Vortex present The Spirit of Service, a tribute to those who've gone above and beyond in our community. Over the past few weeks, you've nominated a veteran in our community who's making a real difference. Now it's time for you to vote for the finalist. Visit channel3000.com, read their stories, and vote for the deserving finalist. The lucky winner will be announced on March 11th. The Spirit of Service Award, presented by Vortex.
sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
This morning, a murder trial continues. The prosecution's case and what the defense might do next. Plus, a Madison startup working to save lives. An inside look at the company and their research.
Chilly start to the morning, and we're waking up to some lower teens, but it's going to be warming up this afternoon. More coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on your Thursday morning. Happy Leap Day. Of course, February 29th only comes along every 4 years. So if you're celebrating the rare day, enjoy that. We've got a great sunrise happening here in Madison behind us, and we've got some good news in the forecast as it's going to warm up here, Kelly.
Yeah, we just have to get through this morning with the cold temperatures that we had from yesterday, and we're waking up to some teens, but the winds are going to pick up out of the south here now that the sun is coming up, and as it does so, we're going to rise through the 30s into the 40s today, and we'll be near 50 tomorrow. Could be talking about some records possibly this weekend with temperatures in the upper 60s to near 70 by Sunday, and really dry weather until we do have a front moving in. That'll bring us a chance of some showers and storms later Sunday night into Monday. Meantime, it's 13 in Madison, 11 in the Dells, even below 0 in Black River Falls, 11 in Juneau, 14 currently in Monroe and Janesville. Temperatures a little bit cooler than yesterday morning. We do not have to deal with a wind yet. The winds are a lot lighter than they were yesterday, but those winds will be picking up with the sun coming up, and they'll be up there at 15 to 25 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. So it's going to be a windy day, but it's coming in from the south, and that's what's going to bring us mild temperatures today. A lot of sunshine in our forecast as well as these temperatures climb through the 40s. Should be headed into the mid 40s, maybe lower 40s up to the north and west, or north and east, and mid to upper 40s, maybe getting close to 50 out to the west. So the sun is coming up. It is chilly this morning. It's a frosty start to the morning. Right now we're at 13, climbing through the 20s into the mid 30s here at the noon hour. More on that weekend warm up and how long that'll last coming up.
Okay, Kelly, thank you. Back to breaking news this morning. We're taking a live look at the scene of a fire in Verona this morning. This is happening at Xander Solutions on South 9 Mound Road. In the last 10 minutes, we heard from the Verona fire chief there on scene that the cause of the fire was a vehicle inside the building that we're showing now. The chief also says that there was no damage to the structure from the flames, but the vehicle was burned. Also, no injuries have been reported. That's good news there. Again, this happening in Verona. The fire is put out, and again, it was contained to just one vehicle inside that building. The prosecution is expected to rest their case this morning in the trial of one of the men accused of shooting and killing 20-year-old Devon Grant. 32-year-old Devontae Gafford faces multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime. Our Braden Ross breaks down what we've heard in court so far.
The prosecution came close to resting their case today. That's after calling more than a dozen witnesses to the stand, including the family of both Grant and Gafford.
Hold up so that the jury can see.
This is the moment Devontae Gafford was confronted with the weapon prosecutors say he used to shoot 20-year-old Devon Grant last summer.
In the course of the investigation, did it become evident to you that what we were obviously talking about that's caused all of these events was a drug deal set up between someone named Terrell Mormon and someone named Devontae Gafford? That is correct.
They say Gafford tracked a group, including Grant, back to the Harmony Apartments on Madison's Far East Side after they robbed him when they met up to buy the street drug known as lean. Between the first 2 days of trial, the prosecution called several witnesses, including Grant's mother, who recounted watching her son shot and killed just feet away from her. Prosecutors also called a woman who shares children with Gafford to testify. During that testimony, she was confronted with a recording of a phone call she had with Gafford Tuesday night, forcing her to confirm that she had spoken with him about the trial, something she was court-ordered not to do.
If they ask you about anything that got nothing to do, I don't remember.
That's Mr. Gafford last night telling you to respond to my questions by saying, I don't know, I don't remember, right?
It is. The jury also heard another recorded phone call of Gafford.
Yeah, that's coming to him, man. Thanks for that shit, man. My homie the one who checked him. I didn't even check him.
Prosecutors say the other man Gafford is referring to there is Mark Parks Jr. He is also charged in the shooting, and his trial dates have not yet been set.
That was Braden Ross reporting. The next phase of this case could include Gafford taking to the stand to defend himself. As this case continues, we will be pushing updates straight to our free mobile app, so make sure to download that wherever you get your apps. Just search for Channel 3000. Today is the last day and chance to attend a meeting on the Dane County Sheriff's Body Camera Pilot Program. The Sheriff's Office is launching the one-year program with 32 deputies. Sheriff's Office officials say that the program will help the department test out the body cameras while also developing future policies and guidelines on how to use them. Now, you can bring any questions or concerns you may have about the program to the Middleton Town Hall at 6 o'clock tonight. That's on Old Sauk Road in Verona. To learn more about the pilot program before attending, you can find this story on channel3000.com. With the blast of warm weather in the last week, it's no surprise that the Wisconsin State Climatology Office is now declaring that Lake Mendota and Monona are officially open. It's the second earliest ice-off date declared in the office's 171-year history of charting Mendota's ice cover with just a 44-day freeze. For Lake Monona, that was its shortest period of ice cover on record. The declaration means the lakes have less than 50% ice coverage, so they are no longer safe for people to walk on. The warmer weathers and waters are making life difficult for one of Wisconsin's favorite fish. According to a new study in the journal Lemnology and Oceanography Letters, walleye are having trouble keeping up with how fast the seasons are changing. Usually walleye mate and lay eggs when the frozen lakes thaw every spring. The study says the changing climate is disrupting that pattern.
The pace at which the ice is melting earlier and earlier in the year is actually changing about 3.5 times faster than the walleye spawning timing is changing. So walleye are actually starting to fall behind the pace of climate change in our lakes.
The study found that when walleye spawning comes really early or really late, it's hard for the babies to survive since their food source isn't as abundant as they need. There is a startup silently saving lives here in Madison, and you might not even know about it. Forward Biolabs is sort of like a co-working space for startups, convincing more companies to stay local, all while conducting research of their own that could impact the health of your loved ones and you. Our Leah Linscheid reports.
It might be hard to think of people when you're surrounded by pipettes.
Here's the prostate.
Prostate cancer is the #2 cancer killer for men.
But all the equipment inside this lab is impacting real lives, thousands of them.
The American Cancer Society's numbers came out and they said about 300,000 new cases and about 36,000 deaths.
Toby Zutz runs Gregor Diagnostics, using science in a box of sorts to solve new questions about cancer.
That's where I just started looking at prostate cancer and said, how can we build something better here?
He's studying a test for semen that could detect the cancer and potentially help make treatment decisions down the road. It's all thanks to the 50 square feet we're standing in, rented space from Forward Biolabs.
I mean, it wouldn't be possible without it, right? Like, we wouldn't have been able to get started.
Sometimes we hear that, well, I was going to try to do this in my garage. I was looking to lease space. I started making a budget for the equipment, and they don't get very far.
Jessica Martin Eckerly is the CEO and co-founder of the space. In just 5 years, it's housed 40-plus startups with more than $360 million in funding. Imagine the significance behind those statistics.
When I talk to my kids and what they say, well, what do the companies do? How I talk about it is they are either making new medicines or new ways of detecting sickness, or they are helping to grow food in better ways, or helping to solve the Earth's problems.
Jessica says having a turnkey lab at the ready, hundreds of thousands of dollars in equipment for entrepreneurs like Toby, helps more startups succeed without spending millions and stay in Wisconsin in the meantime.
All of the companies that have graduated from Labs have stayed in the greater Madison area. They're not looking to get their start here and move out. They're looking to plant their company here.
That's good news for Wisconsin's future.
There has never been more opportunity for Wisconsin to plant the stake. We are not just the biohealth tech hub for the United States and the nation, but for many other industries as well.
Good news, too, for the future of the faces behind Forward Biolabs' work, the thousands of lives that could be saved. Thanks to beakers and tubes and teams like Toby's.
Cancer affects everybody, right? Everyone has, if not themselves, a family member, a friend who's kind of gone through that. And so anything we can do to kind of ease that uncertainty during that process is what drives me to do it.
For News 3 Now, I'm Leah Linscheid. Moving.
There are a few startups that have decided to move on from Madison, but those that have are skyrocketing to success, working with companies like Tesla and Google. Forward Biolabs, meanwhile, is looking to the future. They're applying for a major grant that could bring them tens of millions of dollars in funding to help further that life-saving research inside their space. What a great story. All right, coming up after the break, it's the end of the month, and our Josh Sprider is giving you all the highlights in the 608.
And grab that winter jacket this morning. It is a very cold start to the morning, but we do have some warmer weather on the way. We'll have the weekend forecast coming up.
It's the leap year sale at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Find deep discounts on our best mattresses, like the queen-sized Buena Vista Firm, now only $479.99, plus no interest until 2029. But hurry, the leap year sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside.
Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Bulls on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Bucks head to the Windy City to tip off with their interstate rivals. It's a battle on the border. Bucks, Bulls on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on Television Wisconsin.
It's the leap year sale at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Find deep discounts on our best mattresses, like the queen-sized Buena Vista Firm, now only $479.99, plus no interest until 2029. But hurry, the leap year sale at Denver Mattress ends Thursday.
Tonight at 10. You won't find it on any pharmacy shelf, but some say this prescription is doing what traditional medicine can't.
I do appreciate this. I feel really good.
I'll take you inside of a local hospital where healing hands are hard at work. We'll hear what this unique program means to a patient in pain and to volunteers whose therapeutic touch is making a powerful difference.
I couldn't imagine how fulfilling this would be.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
All right, good morning, meteorologist Kelly Slifka on this chilly start to our Thursday morning. I need that winter jacket, at least for the morning hours. This afternoon, though, it's going to be quite a bit milder than what we had yesterday, about 20 degrees warmer than where we hit yesterday. So some warmer weather on the way. Just got to get through this morning with this gradual warm up today. It is going to be windy the next couple of days with the south wind at 15 to 25, but that's what's really going to boost our temperatures going into the weekend. And then our next chance of rain, holding off until Sunday night and Monday. So we've got plenty of dry days ahead and actually lots of sunshine. Now, high temperatures yesterday, that 34 in Madison occurred just after midnight. We were generally in the upper 20s most of yesterday afternoon. So we've got some milder weather on the way after one cold day over the last couple of weeks. We're looking at above average temperatures that'll be going forward. So you can see that has been the trend over the last couple of weeks. We get these cold fronts passing through, drop us below average a little bit, and then we shoot right back up. And that's what we're going to see with this latest cold front that moved through. All right, thanks. Darlene sent this photo of the full moon, which was last week in Judah. Thanks for sending that photo in. And it looks like we are going to see a lot of sunshine today and temperatures climbing into the mid-40s. We will have to deal with a south wind that'll be up there at 15 to 25 miles per hour. But right now we have the cold air mass in place, that warm front off to our west. That's what's going to shoot these temperatures up fairly quickly once that wind picks up out of the south today. And that's going to be the trend. We're going to be continuing to climb. In fact, I think we'll peak out at 68, maybe getting close to the record high on Sunday of 70. Way above our average. And even though we will see some cooler weather arriving next week, it's still going to be above average. And our average high does climb into the low 40s by next week. So the coldest of air primarily across the Great Lakes states is going to be retreating quickly today. And it's going to generally stay up to the north. We will start to see very mild weather continuing across the Great Lakes states. In fact, here in the Badger State, we could be talking about temperatures in the upper 60s to near 70 by Sunday. Then we get a shot of some cooler air coming in from Canada, but this is not going to be much colder. In fact, it will be actually just about closer to our average going into next week. But we're looking at above average temperatures as we go into the first full week of March. Looking at 6 to 10-day outlook, looking at above average temperatures, the eastern two-thirds of the country. So future track is cold this morning. The sun will be out throughout the day. Temperatures headed in the mid-40s today. A really nice Thursday for us. Temperatures not as cold tonight. They will back off into the 30s. Southerly winds will make it feel a little bit cooler with that south wind. It's not much of a factor right now this morning, but as we get over the next couple of hours, it will start to pick up into the 15 to 25 mile per hour range throughout the afternoon hours. And even into the evening, we typically think that wind goes down, but that will not be the case tonight. It's 13 right now in Madison, 12 in the Dells, 13 in Watertown, 14 in Janesville, down to 10 in Mineral Point, and 16 in Sauk City to Cross Plains, 17 in Perry, and 16 currently in Oregon. Our first warm forecast, not as cold tonight as we drop down to 30, 51 tomorrow. We continue to climb, 60 on Saturday, 68, getting close to that record of 70 on Sunday. A lot of sunshine this weekend. We will have that chance of a shower or thunderstorm late Sunday night. That'll continue to Monday of next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 this morning. Today, of course, marks the end of the month, and the last 4 weeks brought a little bit of everything across southern Wisconsin. Our Josh Sprider brings us his February look back in the 608.
We will have early spring. Hooray! 500 people out here, and that just doesn't happen this time of the year. You don't have events that get people out like that. So it's fun to get them out. It's fun for the businesses to have them in their shops. It's just a good morning.
It's a little bit warmer than I think we all expected it to be, second week of February, but some of the events are staying the same. We're pivoting a few, and I'm excited for some of the new changes.
We have a wonderful core group of volunteers, about 20 that keep this place going. And then we have a community that just supports us so unbelievably.
I think that speaks volumes of where you guys are here in Milton. Yum. Shane's gonna roll his eyes. Love at first slice. We're live in Janesville, and I'm actually sitting on the bed that Abe Lincoln once slept in back in the day.
When he came to make his points tell, the evidence of his profound thought was apparent, while his powers of satire and wit flashed out brilliantly.
These gals right here.
These are your family, right?
They are my family. Everyone. Everyone.
And take a look at those cookies. What do you think of those cookies?
Ooh. Very, very yoo-hoo good.
Week 2 of our Spirit of Service campaign, and it is already off to a really great start.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start. We have a ton of different nominations going across all different branches of the military.
We're up to 58 nominations as of yesterday, so I'm sure that number will keep growing.
Get this, we had a total of 100 entries for this year's Spirit of Service campaign. They were blown away over at Vortex. They're all good.
The Boys and Girls Club's Hearts for Helping is our signature gala, but wait, it's followed by a Prince concert. We have the Prince Experience
featuring Gabriel Sanchez as our main entertainment this year.
Which is why we are sporting our purple today, because this is going to be a huge hit. I think it's time for that rematch. Last time, you remember, I raced these guys. Kieran was like this tall.
Oh, come on, Kieran! Catch him! Come on! Did Josh win?
And now he's like matching my height. Same thing with Tevin, so it's going to be a little bit different this year. Go! A little bit different now here in 2024. Thank you.
You can watch all of Josh's features in the 608 on channel3000.com. And hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. Today is the last day to nominate your favorite person or place for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison. You can nominate from a variety of categories in Dane County, Rock County, Columbia, and Dodge counties as well. You can nominate one more time in each category today. For more details, head over to channel3000.com. Coming up in the morning sprint, we'll bring you all of the top headlines to start your Thursday. We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copus and Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Copus treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here, it's a great place to work.
One breath can delight them all. Protect yourself against RSV with Pfizer's Abrysvo, a vaccine to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. It's not for everyone and may not protect all who receive it. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had an allergic reaction to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may decrease your response. Most common side effects are tiredness, headache, injection site pain, and muscle pain. Ask about Pfizer's Abrysvo, because every breath matters.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide, so there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
I thought you two were going to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison this afternoon.
No, we couldn't decide what game to play.
That's the great thing about Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. There is a myriad of games with a myriad of themes, so you can find your perfect fit. Some machines offer free games, multiple spins, a bonus within a bonus, and multipliers. So many different ways to play means so many different ways to win. Find your perfect game at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Microrama, March 8th, 9th, and 10th at Madison's Alliant Energy Center.
6:53, time for the morning sprint. We start with developing news this morning. A vehicle at Xander Solutions in Verona was damaged after catching fire. Multiple agencies responded to that fire on 9 Mound Road. The fire started in a service bay, but it was contained to just that vehicle, and crews were able to put it out. Verona Dispatch said there were no injuries reported. The prosecution is expected to rest in the case of a man accused of shooting 20-year-old Devon Grant last summer in Madison. 32-year-old Devontae Gafford faces multiple charges, including first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime. The next portion of this trial includes his defense, where Gafford may take the stand himself to try and disprove the allegations. The Biden administration is becoming concerned that Israel may launch a ground incursion into Lebanon. Officials familiar with the intelligence say that's what Israel has planned in coming months if Hezbollah is not removed from their border. U.S. officials believe an agreement to create a miles-wide buffer zone inside southern Lebanon would likely postpone an Israeli incursion. A major shakeup is coming for the U.S. Senate. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell will step down as the chamber's Republican leader in November. Although he expects to complete his Senate term, that ends in 2027. He announced the decision yesterday, saying he has total clarity and peace about stepping down and believes he's helped preserve the ideals he believes in. The Supreme Court is taking up the final decision on whether a president is immune from prosecution for acts committed during their presidency. The case in question is against former President Donald Trump, who special counsel Jack Smith says used the January 6th attack on the Capitol to hold on to power. Lower courts have already rejected Trump's claim to immunity twice. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden is returning to Wisconsin this weekend in an effort to drive more women to the polls. Dr. Biden's visit is part of a larger tour of battleground states through the first couple days in March. The tour is meant to coincide with the start of Women's History Month. There is currently no word on where she'll be visiting here in the Badger State.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from a 7 o'clock, a chilly start to the morning, but winds will be picking up out of the south, and that's going to bring us some milder temperatures in the 40s today, but it will be pretty gusty right through tomorrow. South winds at 15 to 25. Next chance of rain will hold off until late Sunday night. That'll continue into Monday. Maybe some thunderstorms rolling in early next week. So temperatures chilly this morning. Will rise out of the teens, 20s. Should be in the mid-30s here at the noon hour. Already getting up in the low 40s here in parts of Grant County. So that southerly wind will continue to push these temperatures. Generally in the mid-40s, but I won't even doubt. Don't see a few 50s showing up in southwestern parts of the state. Clear skies right now. Plenty of sunshine expected today. Temperatures in the mid-40s, so quite a bit milder than the upper 20s we had yesterday. And headed out to the bus stop. You need that heavier jacket this morning, but not so much this afternoon. Warming up all the way up to 68 on Sunday.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Stay with us, folks. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.